Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we are back with more Legends of Tomorrow. Last episode, we have all the rings now, all the pieces of the loom. Forgot for a second what it's called. We dealt with a few encores, or at least Zari and John did. They were a pretty good team together. They were able to take them out. Crap. Enchantress. Jesus, I forgot what the freaking name was for a second. Enchantress was there. She was in the episode, which is kind of cool. I don't know a whole lot about Enchantress. I just know she's a DC character, and it was interesting. There was a surprise to see her in Legends just showing up. She kind of helped them, sort of. She gave them a hint to find the last piece. And Astra is with the team now, so or at least she's on the Wave Rider with them. I'm not necessarily joining them, but she's with them to help them find the loom and bring her mother back. So that's gonna be interesting. All right. And I did this with the Flash for those that would maybe want to discuss or have a Q&A about next week's episode, since I forgot to again kind of make any kind of a post or whatever about this one. But for anybody that wants to maybe have a discussion or Q&A on the episode for next week, go ahead and go to our Twitter, which is at Frenemies Reacts. So yeah, it'll probably be a hashtag FRLegends Q&A probably. I mean, just to differentiate from Blind, because I know they do the same thing. But yeah, just in case you guys want to do it. If not, then we won't include it. But for anybody that wants to, we'll include that in the episode next week. But yeah, that's about it. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start.
Listen, sorry I didn't make your thing last week. I was stuck in hell.
Don't sweat it, I didn't miss you.
Right.
God dang it, Mick.
What's that?
It's a time machine.
That's why I wasn't around.
Can I see it?
As far as this sorry lot are concerned, as soon as anyone stops trying to murder them on a weekly basis, they're best friends.
Either way, I am gone the second Charlie uses that loom to bring my mom back.
Yeah. I made a promise.
To be fair, yeah, it was first.
I'm with Zari.
Guys, come on.
Bayrod.
I understand.
Who's Behrad?
Iene Moira.
Whoa! This is so cool.
Well, it's a bit of a tangled mess. It's probably because of all the time travel, but I think it'll be alright.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, my God. What? What a time to bring your daughter to work.
We could really use your vision. I could really use you. Oh my God, Sarah, you're awake.
Whoa.
Ava,
She blind?
I can't say anything.
Who knows what else is wrong with you?
Oh, the fucking fate. What'd she do?
Sarah? What are you not telling me?
What are you not telling me? There's a kid on the ship? And a dog?
Long story.
Gary has an emotional support animal. He had a signed letter.
That's not a thing.
I don't know, baby. I'm coming.
I am a doctor. You can call me Professor. Or Steele, because I turned into it.
Whoa. You're the coolest professor I've ever met.
Most likely, yeah.
Alright, let's study.
When I touch somebody, I see people stabbed to death. But it's probably just some subconscious fear that's being kicked up by the coma. It's a nightmare.
It was a
You've
fake.
lost one kind of vision and you've gained another. Sarah, you're seeing the future.
Look, they're just nightmares, Charlie. This can't be the future, all right?
Okay, I'm not gonna just assume the worst. What, she's some manipulative psychopath?
Well, she just tried to manipulate me into coming in here and
Good.
getting Charlie to use the loom again, so.
Okay, well, that's not a crime.
Guys, the rings. They're gone. I found this in the trash chute.
Mick funds this whole operation through the simple act of stealing.
Oh, didn't you go to prison for stealing? Isn't that why you missed my childhood?
Damn it, Mick. Sometimes it's just souvenirs. Not bad, Nate.
I mean,
Not bad at all.
kept digging him a deeper grave.
Not bad, Mick. Not bad at all.
Just like saying that.
We're all looking for the truth, John.
Yeah, well, some of us can just see the situation a little more clearly than others.
Jesus, Mick.
We could go and buy Manhattan in the 1600s. We can invent Bitcoin. We can become partners in getting freaking rich. What the hell?
Room's off limits.
So we're finally connecting and you're shutting me out? You're a terrible father.
Well, she is a teenager.
Mate, that wasn't me. I mean, it was, but
Are
it
they?
wasn't.
Is one of the face on here?
That does not look good for me.
You disabled the cameras? Are you two in cahoots?
No, obviously not.
Wait a second, Nate. You'll be on the camera too.
I just destroyed the food fabricator. Which makes no sense because I love food.
And let me guess, you don't remember that either, eh?
No.
So it's either the loom or one of the. Hey,
I am guessing you also don't remember that.
I can't believe that I flushed the loom of fate.
I guess it is. It's kind of comforting.
Just promise me you'll treat him like the little angel he is.
Kill him.
Wait.
Now. Kill him.
Oh my God, it's the dog!
is it?
Your dog is a demon and it's gonna tell me to kill everyone. But you know what? I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna listen, dog.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't raise your voice.
I figured it out. It's Gary's dog. He's gonna make me kill
Is
everyone.
it like a hellhound or?
Just calm down. You told us not to listen to anything
Is
you
it
say to
actually?
dog.
No.
I know, but just listen. I can prove to you that I'm telling the truth, all right? I had a vision that I killed Gary, and then in real time, I saved him. And the fact that he is alive right now proves that I am not lying.
You were right to lock yourself up, love.
Listen, I know that I sound crazy, but you just take me to that dog and you will see that I am not.
How?
That's weird.
What the hell's Gary Jr. doing there?
No, the
What's
doggy.
the other footage?
Not shipbroken. He doesn't come when called. Where the hell did you get him?
I don't want to say.
Gary, my girlfriend's going
You
crazy.
picked him up
and
from
I'm looking
hell,
for a dog to
Gary?
prove it. I am beyond mad.
Fine. I rescued him.
Oh,
From hell.
you adopted a hellhound?
Well, when you say it like that. I saw him when we got Astra. He was all alone. I felt bad for him.
Wait, no, it was a guy in the 70s in New York. He killed a bunch of people and later said that a dog made him do it. Oh my God! You adopted son of Sam's demon dog.
Oh my
At least I didn't buy from a breeder.
I was gonna have you murder each other, but now I'm gonna kill you myself.
Oh my God. He looks cool.
Get to the dais.
Don't let me out now!
No, they're not letting you out. They're drinking it. Crap.
Get away from her, you lazy nut.
I mean, I know it's not doing much, but that's why he has a gun. Come on! Oh, this gun. Okay.
I told it to attack me, but at least I got you to protect me.
John, I'm blind.
But you're not deaf.
Come on, Sarah. Assassin, remember? Trained with blindfold. So cool!
His name is Marcosius.
That's right. You dick! Opere parte infermi!
He's so cool looking.
Infermi et Mica!
Oh! See ya! Oh man. Magic's awesome.
This has been very traumatic for me. So, once the time couriers came back online, I got myself another emotional support animal.
You what?
Oh, come on.
What?
Oh.
What is it?
It's a little wabbit.
Babe, it's actually really cute.
No, I got this widow guy from Mysterious Carney, who warned me never to feed him past midnight.
You're my kid, my responsibility, and I only want what's best for you. I was a little harsh before.
It's okay, you saved my life.
There's no excuse, let me explain.
We have a common interest, and I thought we could bond over it. But I understand why we shouldn't.
Right. I'll take you home.
Why? I thought we were spending the weekend together.
You wanna stay?
Yeah. Today wasn't so bad.
Apart from the murder dog.
Dad?
Roller derby tomorrow.
Nope, absolutely not.
The mall.
Definitely no.
Okay, Gideon, do your thing.
She can't heal it, can she?
Scan complete. I do not detect any abnormalities in Captain Lance's ocular region.
What do you mean, no abnormalities?
Gideon, she's still blind.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do.
Yeah. Kind of worried that was gonna be the issue. So she's gonna be blind for good, or that's something that they're gonna fix? I mean, she can apparently read minds too, as long as she's maybe as long as she has contact with somebody. I don't know if that's how it works. Or she was just kind of like seeing in the future what she was gonna say and then saying before. But whatever. But still, that's gotta suck. They thought she was mainly calm because, well, two reasons. The fact that she trained blindfolded in the first place as an assassin, but also thinking that they were just gonna be able to heal it once Gideon was back online fully. But that doesn't appear to be the case. She can't even detect anything wrong. It's like she's the vision ability is like putting that on her. It's not like it's actually any damage with her eyes. That might be what it is. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like one of the oracles in like Greek mythology. I think that's what I'm thinking about. Like they're blind and they have they have a blindfold on. They can see the future. Oracle or I think that's what it is. I think that's what they're kind of sort of connecting her to, and it makes sense. You know what happened, consider why it's happening, because the fact that she was blasted with she was shown the true form of a god, but it was a fate. So it kind of makes sense that these are the ability, like this is what she's gotten, the abilities she's gotten from that. And it also kind of makes sense why she's blinded, considering it was seeing the god, the fate's true form in the first place that kind of would normally kill somebody, burn them from the inside out. The fact that she saw it and she didn't immediately go blind, even though she survived, is a pretty big thing in itself. And I'm wondering why she didn't die. Is it because of the fact she's a paragon, or is it the fact that she's died or held the death totem before? I haven't really. They didn't explain that yet. I mean, they don't know, but I'm just like them themselves don't know. I'm just trying to think what. Oh, because Charlie doesn't know either. She's not sure why she survived it. I'm just wondering what the reasoning is behind why she survived in the first place. So all this mess happened because Gary decided it would be a good idea to bring a dog he found in hell onto the ship. God dang it, Gary. I wonder why Gary couldn't hear him. Because he never made Gary try to kill anybody. Luckily we had Astra to give him that. She was able to give John his real name. I forgot what it is already. Sarkonis or something like that. She actually helped us out. I mean, she trapped the others, but I mean, it was all mainly just because to get them back. But you know, I mean, they let them out in the end. But Magic's so cool. I love the way that it looked whenever John did his glyph and to what's the word, to banish, I guess, the hellhound. I mean, luckily Sara has that freaking vision thing. She's able to, see the dog tell her to kill Gary, and then she killed Gary. Luckily, I was wondering if maybe he'd be dead and they'd have Gideon bring him back once the ship was back on or something, depending on how long he'd be dead. Because they did that to Sara. Was it Rip, he broke Sarah's neck, I think, when she was recovering from the bullet wound that he gave her. He broke her neck, and she had just recently been killed, and then Gideon was able to bring her back. So, because there was still some brain activity, I guess, because it wasn't too long after he had done that. So, I think they would have been able to bring him back if he actually would die. If they got it by getting him back up and running in a good amount of time. But I kind of like the beginning. It was kind of sort of like bring your kid to work kind of day sort of a thing. I like that. Oh, what's her name? That Mick's kid found out about this time traveling thing in the first place. I was kind of hoping he could tell her so that he could explain why he wasn't there. I mean, part of it was the main reason he wasn't part of her life is because of the fact that he was time traveling. Because he didn't originally have a daughter until he had sex with Allie, time traveling to that time, and then that happened. So he didn't even know he had a daughter, and it had only been a few weeks or something since that happened. But I'm glad that they worked things out. Well, the reason I was saying that it's like bring your kid to work day, because first they showed Mick bringing his daughter onto the ship and kind of, enjoying showing her around. Her just kind of being obviously giddy, getting excited because she's on a freaking time ship. And then right after that they showed John walking with with Astra, getting along with her a bit. And I like that line. It's like these crazy people, once the person tries to kill them, they become best friends with that person. Basically, what he had said. Jesus, I messed that up real bad. But you know what line I'm talking about, and I just thought that was a funny line because it's kind of true, except for the Damien Dark part. Sara obviously for good reason didn't. They never really could mend things because he killed Laurel, so there's that. But I kind of like, and then with Gary showing up with the dog before we knew what the dog actually was. The interesting thing was also at the beginning when they were trying to bring Barad back, and Charlie was saying that his timeline's all tangled up. She chalked it up to being the fact that he's time traveling. I'm wondering if that's actually the case. I'm wondering if it's something else. Like it's the fact that he isn't actually supposed to be alive, because Atropos, I think it's her name, I hate to say it, I always forget. Atropos, she sensed there was something with him as well, the fact that he wasn't supposed to exist at this point. and that's one of the reasons she cut his thread. So I'm wondering if that might have something to do with it. I mean, it technically is have to do with time travel, but I'm wondering if it's because of that. And in regards to the team, you know, when they were debating whether Behrad or Astra's mom should be first. Now, I mean, as long as guys, as long as it's not like a one-time use kind of thing, considering it's the loom, I'm assuming it's not like a one-time use. I mean, it shouldn't really matter. I understand wanting your on either side wanting your loved one back quicker, but I mean, Astra's been dealing with this a lot longer than Zari has, and she was promised this way before Behrad even died, so it was kind of crappy, I feel like, for them to, as much as I want Behrad to be back and Zari to have her brother back, I feel like that Astra should have been first. As much as I know Astra's a bad person, but that's mainly because of, not to excuse anything she's done, but that's mainly because, you know, John inadvertently had her soul taken to hell by bringing her mom back. Like the whole John's plan with bringing Astra's mom back is kind of to undo that, so she doesn't, I'm assuming, live that kind of life. Because I would assume, I don't know if it's going to do that, like in this term with the loom, if pulling her thread would mess with Astra's in this case. I don't know if I don't know, because if it does, then Astra wouldn't have gone to hell in the first place, and so she'd be a completely different person. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna change, but still, yeah, I feel like, I know Astra's not a great person, and the fact that, you know, because she was taken to hell, it doesn't excuse what she's done, but the fact that that this promise was made before the whole thing with Behrad, so I just feel like that one should have been first. And again, if you can do this whenever, I really don't think it matters, like, why they were arguing so much. I kind of thought it was cute that Mick, the whole time, or a good part of the time, he was trying to get her to study. He's like, we gotta find room for your study. And whenever she was talking about, what was it? To being shown around the ship, he was like, nope, gotta hit the books. I just thought that was he was doing a good job of, you know, being a dad and actually trying to get her to be responsible. Because he doesn't want what happened to him, he doesn't want her to go through that or anything similar. So he just wants the best for her. And I really like that mix, like he's kind of sort of gone to that part so quickly. Like he's not the best of knowing like what her interests are, but I feel like he's quickly kind of acclimated to being, well, obviously the protective part, considering what that he put himself between her and the hellhound. But like, you know, trying to get her to study, trying to keep her from, you know, whenever she was talking about investing the money in going back in time and kind of muddling time up by doing that, he's trying to keep her out of that kind of mindset. So I like showing how quickly Mick has adapted to that kind of mindset, or acclimated to that part of being a parent. So it's cool seeing him like that. And I thought it was a cute scene at the end whenever they're working things out now. Like she said that first admitting that trying to bond on the one thing that they have in common was not the right way to go about it. And his face when it basically lit up whenever she's saying, I thought we were spending the weekend together, and he was like surprised that she wanted to stay. And then she called him dad, and his face, it was the greatest thing ever. And then it's just like his, what's the word I'm looking for? Desperation to like jump onto something to spend time with her. Like first thing in the morning, roller derby. She's like, no, absolutely not. And Mom's like, nope. And he's just like, oh, okay, I gotta think about something. I gotta think about what's my daughter gonna like. And see just like her smiling, happy about like, or probably the fact that she's actually spending time with him, and that he's trying so hard to figure out something for her to do, or for them to do. Sorry. I'm glad that like Sarah not telling everybody about her seeing visions didn't last too long. luckily Charlie was like, yeah, I know something's going on. You saw my sister's true form. You're alive. Something's going on here. So I'm glad that that kind of got worked out quickly. They were able to kind of not necessarily get it figured out, because as we saw, still once she still has the abilities, which isn't a bad, but the fact that she doesn't have her sight obviously sucks. So I'm worried. I'm wondering where they're gonna go with that. If they're gonna keep Sara blind, I don't know. I feel like that would be a hassle to continuously. I mean, people have done it, but I just don't know if Kayla is gonna want to do that. But we'll see where they go with it. I'm assuming that's not something that's gonna be permanent. I mean, it's possible, but I don't feel like they'd go that route with Sara. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it'd be cool to have these abilities, but it would almost make things a little too easy. And seeing the future, that kind of stuff will kind of. I mean, it's not necessarily all knowing, because it will only. There has to be parameters that meet, like she has to, I guess, touch someone for it to work or something. So there's that, but I don't know. That could possibly, like the thing with Flash and the speed, like how sometimes there are obstacles he should be able to. Well, not now, obviously, because the speed's failing, but the fact there's certain things that he should be able to take care of easily, but it's just like they are inconsistent with the way his speed works. So I don't want that to be an issue on this show. Even though, I mean, obviously there are consistency issues with the show, but it's not as often, I don't think. And in some instances, it's kind of in humor, so it's a bit different with this show. But I just don't know what the vision, how that's gonna, if they keep that. I don't know how it's gonna go. Well, I think that's all I have. It was a great episode again. I mean, Legends, I feel like does a great job being consistent for the most out of the CW shows thus far, or the Arrowverse shows. At least in my opinion, they're just crazy and fun. And whenever they have emotional moments, it's really emotional. I didn't really have one this episode, but I'm just saying. But okay. So we have the rings now. Still, I guess we're gonna try again, maybe, or maybe take time to figure out what's going on with Sara. I don't know what the whole plan is next episode. But we do have the rings. We do. I don't know if they decided who's gonna go first yet. Maybe not do Bayrod right away, considering his threads apparently is tangled up and more complicated to manipulate. So Charlie might need to kind of warm it. And apparently, she might need her sisters, so that's an issue. Because I mean, there's no way they're gonna willingly just help her out. The fact is that's their thing, you know. Especially Atropos, who's like, if there's a thread she feels shouldn't exist, you know, be around, she's gonna just cut that thread right away. So that's kind of the faith. They don't normally let things keep going when they feel like it shouldn't. So definitely don't see that being an answer that we're gonna, or a possibility of them helping. So yeah, I don't know how else that Charlie's gonna work the loom to get Bayrod back. Yeah, I figured it was gonna be too fast. Like I didn't know what they could do to, like, because there's still 15 episodes left this season, so we're at 10 right now, or I guess I don't know. The numbering is so weird on IMDb and everything. I think 14 technically speaking. So let's see, we're on episode 11, I guess. I mean 10, 11. Back it. Well, guys, that's it for this week's episode of Legends of Tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to stick around for next episode, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And thank you guys for sticking around throughout this. You know, the videos being slow. I know I've said it over and over, but I just appreciate you guys being here while videos have taken, you know, kind of it's not a backseat, but you know what I mean. Like, things have slowed down, and these videos are going up later than they would have before. But work's a hassle. But anyway, no Patreon again for now, until everything can go back to normal. Yeah. Thank you guys again. See you next week.